Good morning, crafters, and a warm welcome to Hunky Dory TV on this wet and windy Wednesday, or at least it is up here in the northwest of the UK. My name's Dan. I'm going to be your host for the hour, and producing our show today, it's the lovely Jessica.
Good morning.
Good morning. That sounded a bit northern, didn't it? Producing our show today, it's the lovely Jessica. And over at the demonstration station, ready for do some crafting, it's only our lovely Catherine.
Morning,
Catherine.
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 Wow.
Sunday names. How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent.
Yes.
And what have you been up to?
Hobby
maker?
Yes. Oh, yeah, because I don't think we've done the show together since I started Hobby Maker.
Ages.
Yeah. So
are you enjoying it?
I love it. It's so much fun. Love my Sundays down there. Yeah.
It seems to be every Sunday, doesn't it? It seems to, or many Sundays.
Every other Sunday.
Every other Sunday. That's good.
Which is fab because it gives me a little break from life at home.
From
and
life
it's
at
amazing.
home. Little break from the children.
Yeah.
If you're not watching Catherine on a Sunday, do so. She's on Hobby Maker every other Sunday, and she's got some amazing demonstrations that she's showing everyone there. So please do join in if you can. Okay. Today, we would love you to stick around for our show. But before we do, to show you what we've got coming up today, it's time for Win It Weekly. Here we go. Should we take a little look at what we have this week to win? It's our fantastic Butterfly Botanica Luxury Topper Collection. And there are, how many? 5 lucky winners who are going to take home. I'll show you how thick it is. There's loads of stuff in there. It's £20 worth of goodies, toppers, foil card, printed card, loads and loads, all with a beautiful butterfly theme. Would you like to be in with a chance of winning this lovely kit? Because 5 people this week will do. To be in with a chance of winning, we need the answer to this question. What is the name of Wimbledon's pigeon hunting hawk? Well, it's topical. It's a Wimbledon question.
Yes.
What is the name of Wimbledon's pigeon hunting hawk? I have got no idea. Is it A, Simon? Is it B, Rufus? Or is it C, Harry? Harry Hawk sounds right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Have you got anything?
I think I have, but again, I can't give anything away.
You're not giving anything away. Did you see all 3 of our guys went out, didn't they, in like quick succession? Was it Norrie, Murray and so on, all went out really? What a shame for us. But the tennis is amazing if you're watching it, isn't it fun? Please do let us know the answer to that question. What is the name of Wimbledon's pigeon hunting hawk? Simon, Rufus or Harry? And I guess that is to stop the pigeons from doing whatever they do on the courts?
Yes.
I think, I don't know. Sounds a bit mean, really.
It does.
Let us know your answer in the comments. So either on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, or indeed if you go to the Hunky Dory Hub, you can pop an answer in for that question there. 5 people will get picked out the hat on Friday, on our Thankcraft It's Friday show at 10 a.m. and you could be one of the people who are crafting with this weekend. Okay, we said that we need you to stick around for today's show, and that's because we have a brand new launch, and it is our fabulous Christmas Stickables. Would you like to see some of the cards that have been made with this? Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? This is our festive, our Christmas Stickables. And Stickables has been so popular, hasn't it, Catherine?
It really has, yeah.
I know you've done Stickables shows on Hobby Maker, and I'm sure here as well.
Yes.
And you've told me, said before that you love it.
I absolutely love it. It's revolutionised.
It has, hasn't it?
It's one of those products that we've kind of all looked at each other and said, how have we not come up with this before?
How has it taken this long? Yeah.
But it's such an amazing product. There's so many different things you can do with it. And we all know our customers are very good at it. As soon as we launched, they were like, when can we have plain colours? When can we have gold and silver? When can we have Christmas? And we kind of knew they were all in the pipeline.
Very
but
true.
you knew what you wanted, and we knew what you wanted, so it's brilliant that we've been able to bring it to you.
And I think the team have got it bang on this time. So you have the gorgeous Stickables single colour sheets, which we're going to show you now. We've got a fantastic spread here for you. There are 3 sets here. At the bottom you've got A5 in all these stunning festive colours, and you've got all the key colours that you need for Christmas, but you've also got a few extras, a few that are a little bit different as well. You've got this gorgeous foiled stickables here, lots and lots of different foiled designs, and no two sheets are the same. And then you also have the DL up here at the top, which is perfect for die cutting sentiments and borders and things like that as well. What's lovely, you can already see it on screen, and people are already ahead of us. They're on the website, they're buying this already. They're normally £9.99, so it's £9.99 for your A5, it's £9.99 for your A5 foiled. That's 20 quid. Essentially, this £6.99 DL you get for free when you buy the multi-buy together. So you're buying the bottom two, you get this top one free. There's 36 sheets in this bottom, 36 sheets in this one, and no, it's 36 sheets in the bottom. 24 sheets in this one and 36 sheets in this one. Someone who's better than me can add all that up. Now this is the bedrock of the cards that you're going to make with Stickables. There are a load of fantastic embellishments coming along later in the show, and sentiments and so on, but just let me show you the gorgeous colours that we have here. We've got the purple, lovely chocolate box purple. We've got the Christmas coal. We've got the clotted cream. We've got evergreen. We've got a frosted lake, lovely, nice blue there. We've got gingerbread, we've got golden wish, we've got the holly green, the mulled wine. There's a postbox red there, of course. And I'm losing them there, sorry. We've got silver sky in here somewhere. I'll get it. The silver there. And the last one of the 12 is the beautiful winter night. So those are your 12 colours, but you get 3 sheets of each. All of these, self-adhesive, dead easy to just peel away from the backing. Sorry, and I've spoiled that top bit there. I do apologise. I'll move that one out of the way. And the next one. Well done, Dan. There we go. We'll go from that one. Absolutely gorgeous here. So this is the A5. We've then taken this and we've foiled it. And shall I show you some of the foiled? Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We've foiled in silver and we've foiled in gold. £9.99 this. You can see the light just moving across that those gorgeous foiled snowflakes there. No two sheets are the same in here, so I can show you all 24. So you might have the same design there, so you've got the snowflakes there in the purple, but you also have it in silver on the black as well. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely love it. I think that purple is so sort of royal, isn't it? It's like a really,
yes, yeah, definitely.
The snowflakes there, but with the swirls as well. Now you can use this for die cutting. If you want to, you can just peel it off because it comes away from its background nice and easy, and paste it straight onto your card blank. When I say paste, it's already got the adhesive on the back of it. So you've got absolutely no problems with any messy adhesive with this. It's self-adhesive. That's lovely, isn't it? I love that colour, sort of a cinnamony colour.
Yeah, gingerbread, isn't it?
Gingerbread, that's right. That's right. And paste them straight down. You can die cut this, and this is where it really comes into its own. So intricate die cuts with Stickables sheets just make it so easy. It's not the right way, I think. Oh, it goes either way, doesn't it? Make adhesives and die cutting so easy. Now, over the past, let's say decade that cutting dies have been around, they've got slowly but surely more and more intricate, to the point where actually they're so intricate that it's difficult to stick them to things.
Yes.
Without the adhesive showing.
Yeah.
Now, if you die cut with our gorgeous Stickables products, there is no problem with that at all. There's no messy adhesive in between. You're not seeing sellotape through with these intricate die cuts. What you're doing is you're just getting the adhesive exactly where you want it to be. It's already there. You don't have to apply it, and you just lay it down and then burnish it to keep it stuck. And it is so easy. And Catherine, how well do these die cut?
Oh, incredibly well. Yeah, they cut so beautifully. And there's so much heat, like you said, it just hides all your workings, and it's then what you can do with your die cuts as well. So like putting them on acetate without all those messy tape or glue marks at the back, things as well. It's just absolutely incredible.
And here's some cards that have been made, and that's so simple. So that's just some rainbow mirror here at the front, but using that fabulous design from the foil card. You can use these with shaker cards. It's completely up to you. This is showing off some of the embellishments that are coming later. But here you go. I mean, this is wonderful. Now, Kat, I know you made that.
Yes.
because you said, oh, what do you think about this as a waistcoat?
Yeah.
And absolutely, isn't that absolutely brilliant? So that's sort of paper piecing these together
Yes.
to create something really, really quite special.
Yeah.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, so just using the plain gingerbread for the gingerbread man, using the foiled one for his waistcoat, cutting into, there was a red one with stripes, and I've just cut into that to make the little embellishments on his arms, and the same for the bow tie. So it just shows how much you can do with them.
Isn't it brilliant? And because the colours coordinate perfectly, so it is exactly the same gingerbread, it said gingerbread, so cinnamon sort of colour here as it is here.
Yes.
It's just that this has got foil on, so
Yeah.
it matches absolutely perfectly. And that's what you get through our Stickables, and that's what you get through Hunky Dory anyway, is the fantastic coordination of the colours that the design team do. But look at the foil working with that as well. Kat, I love that card, and I'm sure anyone would be overjoyed to receive it. Beautiful. Okay, guys, this is your Christmas Stickables megabuy. Let's jump back to this display here. So what we showed you there is this bottom section here, which is the A5 colours. We went through them one by one, showed you one of each of the 12. You get 3 each of those 12, so 36 sheets in total for $9.99. We showed you the lovely foil card here. Every single design on here is different, or every single colour design combination is different, 24 sheets there. We also have, and this comes free effectively if you buy those bottom 2 together. You do need to buy it in the bundle, so StickBund004 is your code. You then get the DL as well, which is really, really good for offcuts for dies.
Yes.
It's sentiments.
Yes.
So if you can imagine a sentiment, your sort of Merry Christmas on here, season's greetings, anything like that, the number of different times you're going to be able to use it all the way down your sheet.
Yeah.
Nothing gets wasted. And then it just peels away super easy from the background, which Kat is going to show you. I'll just flick through these again, and that's probably the best way for you to really understand Stickables if you've not seen it before. People who have seen it before are just adding it to the basket and getting it anyway, but if you haven't seen it before, the best way to see it is with a demonstration from our Catherine.
Let's jump straight in. Okay, so let me do the boring bit first, and I'm going to cut my card blank down. You'll not be surprised to an 8x6. And with this one, I just want to showcase what you can make just using these colours, a little bit like the gingerbread man, I suppose, but just playing around. And the beauty of these as well, especially when it comes to Christmas cards, it's the time of year when you're going to be sending more cards than ever before, and the cost with postage and things can quickly add up these days, can't it? So you might be wanting to keep your cards a little bit flatter in dimension than you usually do to keep the cost down, and this is where we can build up things with Stickables but keep them all on one level. Maybe a little bit of one foam pad or 2 you'll sneak in there, but it's a great thing for that. So I am going to make like a little Santa popping out of a chimney. So for my background, I am going to layer this up. My background main piece is going to be 5x7, so I've got my silver mirror there, and we're going to go in with this beautiful nighttime sky colour. So I'm just going to cut this down to 3 notches under the 5 by 3 notches under the 7.
So what I didn't say, and I probably should, Kat, is that this is an uncoated board.
Yes.
Which means that you can stamp on it.
Yes.
You can colorise it. You can stamp sentiments to create sentiments, which is fantastic, but you can distress it with ink pads.
You can.
You can do all sorts with it. It's completely up to you.
There's so many, and hopefully I'll take you through a few different ones of those techniques today.
Super.
So we've just peeled that corner off there. I've purposely not put my nails on today because that does make peeling it back a lot easier. So I've just folded back the top here, and I'm just going to line it up as carefully as I can to get that nice matte layer, even border as possible. And then I'm gently just going to roll this down and try and keep that straight as we go down there. So we get that nice neat effect. So that's going to be the basis of our background. And now we're going to start chopping into our different colours, making different bits. But obviously we're not going to layer them up till we've got everything. So let's start with the chimney. And I think this is the mulled wine colour. I'm going to chop a 3.5 piece by 3 inches. And then we're going to cut a 4-inch piece by 1 inch. And you could just leave that as your chimney. It reads perfectly well. I'm sure people would understand that as a chimney. But why do that when we can add a little bit more detail into it? So I'm going to pop this onto our scoreboard.
Now this is classic Kat.
Yes.
This is classic Kat, because I know how much you love your scoreboard.
I do.
And working with it, and you're one of the best with it as well.
Oh, thank you. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put it at the top there, and we are going to score in our lines. I'm trying to think which is the best way to do this. My brain's just gone. So, where's my brain? Yeah, we can do these straight lines first. So we're going to put it that way, and we're going to score at every 1/2 inch across. So this is with the shortest piece at the top here. And then we're going to turn it round, and it's really helpful if you get a ruler to help you with this, because it just makes lining up because obviously we're trying to create that brickwork. So if we start at the 3 working our way in, we're going to come down to that first score line, we're going to miss one, we're going to come to the next one, miss one, come to the next one, and miss one. And this is where your ruler just really helps you find that score mark.
To make sure that they're in line.
Yes.
Very much unlike the building work that we had done at ours recently, which is absolutely not in line.
And then with your next one across, you're just going to do the opposite. So you miss the top one, score the second, miss that, and carry on across.
So you sort of go an equal amount of distance across each time, so
Yeah.
that your bricks are the same length.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
So you just carry on like that all the way across, and then again replicate it with your top bit here, exactly the same. And you turn it over and you get this lovely effect. I'm sure you can pick it up there. But to bring it out even more, I am just taking an old nail file, and we're just going to go over the top and buff it up, and it just really brings out.
This is brilliant. So what Kat's showing here, guys, this is a not a dyed through board. Okay, so that gives you the opportunity to do things like this. So you can distress it once it's been embossed, and to create these fantastic effects. The white, the inside colour of that board will show through. Fabulous.
So we'll put that to one side, and we'll move on to our next bit.
And of course, if you wanted your mortar to be darker, you could just rub something across it to add to make it a darker mortar instead.
Yeah.
Any sort of colour in it would work with that. Perfect.
So now I'm going to move on to the red, and we're going to take this to 1.5 inches. And we're going to make 2 Santa legs, absolutely easy peasy. And we'll cut this to, we'll say 3 inches each, but we probably won't actually need them that long. And we're just doing all our cutting out and all our work, and then we can build it up as we go along. And then I want you to go to your black, and again we're going to do a 1.5 inch strip. And then we're just going to take these to 1 inch, and we want 2 of these for his little boots, poking out. And then I'm going to go in with my corner punch, and just on the bottom, make sure that's right in there. We're just going to do the 2 bottom corners, just to give them that more of a little shoe effect. I mean, this is a very cartoony kind of card, so we're not looking for perfect realism here. We just want to make something fun.
You mean this isn't the real Santa?
Not the real one. He's a little bit too busy to be appearing on all our Christmas cards. So we'll just do that.
Well, he's busy all year round, really, isn't he?
He is, yes.
Imagine all that work for one day.
I know, I know. So I'm going to start layering this up where I want it to go, because obviously I'm going to need to pop these behind here. So if I layer it up first, and then I can just kind of give myself a little guide. So we're going to have them there, and then we'll make sure we've got room for his little boots on the end. And once we've got the basics down, we can start adding some embellishments in, you see. So
oh, that's smashing.
Let's take these.
Isn't that good? Everyone at home, this is your fabulous Christmas Stickables megabuy, brand spanking new today here at Hunky Dory. And the price that you're seeing on screen is your megabuy price there. So you're saving £6.99, which is effectively your whole DL Stickables. You get free when you buy the other two in this bundle. But of course, if you're a club member, you're saving a further £1. And if you're a diamond member, you're saving a further £2. So it's only £17.98 to get all these sheets to you. And you crafting with them, and there are so very many ways to craft with them. Kat's showing you here this gorgeous Father Christmas upended in the chimney.
So we'll just start building these up.
Heads first, straight down the chimney.
I know, legs going down. Of course, you could do it the other way, but if you start getting like your nesting dies and stuff out, and help them to build up your shapes and stuff.
Of course. But so these shapes are effectively freehand cut then?
They are, yeah, just with your trimmer and your punch.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So I'm just helping.
Well, I love what you've done with the chimney, because that's really different. Stickables is great for crafting, guys. I mean, as we say, it really, really does come into its own when you start using it with die cuts, just because there's no adhesive. I mean, you can see how simple it is to take the backing off here and just for Kat to just place them down. But when you start using it with die cuts, it's absolutely amazing. But it's something to do with the kids as well. Because you could imagine making this card with the kids, couldn't you, Kat?
Yeah, 100%. So let me just...
So whether they're grandkids or whether they're your own kids, grandkids are best. You can give them back, can't you?
I'm not sure my parents would say that at the moment. The amount of babysitting they're getting in. She'll be commenting, she'll be watching. So we're just layering this up. And then we're going to switch on to, I'm going to go in and take some of our classic white that we've launched before, Stickables.
Yes.
And we're going to use this in two different ways. So first of all, I'm going to do some little white puffs for the top of his pants here. So if I just pop this on, I'm going to take this just a little bit bigger than that 1.5. So let's take it to 1 3/4. And I am this time just going to freehand cut. Nothing fancy, just wavy lines.
So what's it going to be? Is this a cloud? Is it?
It's just the little bits for the bottom of his trousers.
Of course. The cuffs?
Yeah, that's it. So we're just going to do that there. Snip away the excess and do another one.
So you can see how much you get out of these Stickables, guys. I mean, it goes such a long way. And you don't throw anything away. You keep all your bits and bats, because you never know when you need something, a little section like this, or little circles for snow, or, you know, there's so many different things you can do. But we still have our Stickables available. So we have the Essentials available, but Essentials will always be in stock. That's your black, your ivory, and your white. In the A5 and in the foiled and in the DL. But we also, when we launch Stickables, we tend to launch some sort of exclusive or limited edition items with them. So sort of there's florals, or today there's going to be some fabulous reindeers and some baubles and so on coming along. Now those are limited, so they're available when they're available, but when they're gone, they are gone. One of the reasons is because we can't get them back on the machines, because the machines are so busy. We'd love to be able to, but we can't. So if you see any Stickables, anything else in the Stickables range that you want that isn't just the standard, then grab it while you can. Kat, that looks fab.
Right. So now we're going to use our white again, but we're going to use it in a slightly different way. So first of all, I want to cut a piece that is the same length as our card. So we're going to come 3 notches under the 5, and then we'll just cut it just so I've got enough to do a little snowdrift. And then we want a piece that's the same as the top of the chimney, so we know that's 4 inches, and the same again. And then I'm going to go in with just my craft knife, and we're just going to do that kind of classic snowy edge kind of feel here. But this is where we're going to get a little bit different. And we're going to actually be using the sticky side of our stickables rather than the thing. So let me get some scrap here. So if you take off the back, I need a bit of
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah.
You're adding something to it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Could it be sparkly?
It could be sparkly. So I'm going to take that down there. Try and release it from my fingers. Do the same with the opposite one. So you can, especially your plain colours, use them as a background. This is the hardest bit, is getting it not to stick to your fingers.
As soon as you've touched it, it wants to go with you. Because Stickables is, guess what guys? The clue's in the name, it's sticky.
Stickable. So I'll one-handedly open my glitters, and this should help me. So we can put this over here. And again, this is great if great for the kids for keeping that messy crafting. I mean, messy crafting's messy crafting, but if you can minimise the mess, it's so much easier. So now I should be able to release my fingers, just get it on those last bits. Just give it a good tap down and rub over all those areas, and it will stick perfectly to that. And these are the only bits that I'm going to be adding on foam pads, but we've still found a use for that sticky side of them, as you've seen there, just to give it that little bit of glitter sparkle. And I empty that back into there very badly. Don't tell anyone, the glitter's going on the floor. We'll give it that Christmas feel.
Oh, Lisa will be crazy with you. Mind you, it does need a hoover down there. That's Anne-Marie, that, you know. She never gets the hoover out, Anne-Marie. Never.
So we're just...
It's not fair that. She's off today, Anne-Marie, and she'd been in to see me the first thing this morning just to bring us some of these boards that we're going to show you in a minute. And I said, what you got going on today then? What are you doing? Cleaning the bathroom.
Exciting.
Oh, poor thing.
So
oh, Kat, that's brilliant.
Add that to the bottom there. And then we'll get a skinny one for this one for the top.
Isn't this great, guys? So this is completely using Kat's own imagination. So you can do exactly the same thing at home. Use your own imagination. You could create absolutely anything you wanted. Simple shapes make things dead easy, but look brilliant. You can, as we say, die cutting circles to make snowmen.
Yes.
Works perfectly. There's so many different things that you can do with this gorgeous Stickables range.
So pop this bit on the top of the chimney. I promise I'm nearly done. I just wanted to show it.
You carry on. This is what we want to see.
So what I've then gone and done is I've done a mat and layer of 8 inches by 6 inches for my background using the foiled blue, so the matching colour but foiled just so it stands out. And I've taken the centre out, so I'm not wasting that piece in the middle there that we're not going to see. So we're just going to pop this on. Ooh, glue. Where's my glue?
Of course, if you want to do it as well, guys, you can take out the mirror from the background as well.
Yeah, you could do that as well.
Little bit of construction glue.
Little bit.
Oh, it's good.
I mean, of course, I could have put this onto the silver mirror stickables, but I'd not got any at home when I was prepping. So we pop that on there. We'll pop it on our card blank and then add a little sneak peek with one of our sentiments for you. But I hope we showed you a few different ways that you can use it in this demonstration.
Kat, it's brilliant. So it's really fun. It's a fun card. And that's lovely because that's what you sort of want, isn't it?
It is.
Nice, fun Christmas cards.
And then we've got our sentiments that are coming up later in the show. And I've just picked out that lighter blue just to really contrast. And we'll just add maybe down here.
Isn't that brilliant?
And there we go.
Absolutely love it. Well done, Kat. Thank you very, very much. Isn't that great, everyone? I hope you enjoyed that. That's a lot of fun. It's this is our Christmas Stickables, and those are the kind of cards that you can make with them quickly, simply, but fun as well.
Yeah.
Some different techniques showed there. Thank you so much, Kat.
You're welcome.
Absolutely brilliant. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. It is Hunky Dory TV here. My name's Dan. Together we're here today with Jess and the lovely Kat. We've got some more stuff to show you. Before we do, earlier on in the show, I noticed that as I was moving, can we go to these? As I was moving these around, I sort of looked like I damaged these top ones, right? But I know a little secret with this. So because that looks like it's damaged, it isn't. All that is sort of damaged, it's not damaged, creased, is the backing sheet. The backing sheet's creased. So what I did while Kat was doing a demo is the purple one was the same. I just took it off and I put it on. And can you see that crease has completely disappeared? It's not there. So don't worry about that. So if you end up with creases in them as you move them about or anything like that, it's not a problem. The crease is in the backing sheet. The crease isn't in the stickables themselves. So don't worry. You don't need to worry about. You can be. I mean, don't chuck them around the house, but you can be a little rough with them, and they'll be completely fine. Okay. So talking about die cuts, I'm just going to show you a couple because this is really explaining it perfectly. So there you go. Now this has been up and down to Hobby Maker, so it's a little bit messy. I do apologise, but. That's an intricate die, Kat, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, now if you were putting glue on with, that is wet glue on that, there would be no doubt there would be glue sticking out the side, correct?
Especially if you're putting on to like a black surface as well.
For
Sometimes
sure.
you can get away with it on a white background, but on black you'd be seeing that all over the place.
Absolutely, but with stickables you don't, and these go through your die cutting machine so easily. That's the kind of effect that you're going to be able to get with any of your dies. They're A5 size, the sheet, so any dies up to A5, which are really big dies. I mean, that includes your massive, great big nesting dies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Will all go through with your stickables. You have those DL ones as well, which are perfect for smaller embellishments and things like this as well, which is brilliant. You don't have to cut into those larger sheets. And on your multi-buy today, your megabuy, basically those DL come free with the foiled and the printed stickables, which is fantastic. Okay. Let's move on to some of the coordinating products that are available with this new Stickables collection. I'm going to show you first the gorgeous reindeer. Here we go, I'll just move these out of the way. Right, so as you saw earlier on, you have 12 different colours. Can we get that in screen? You have 12 different colours in the Stickables. We've got some gorgeous new embellishments. We've got reindeers. We also have some baubles and some Christmas trees coming up. But there are die cut. So these are ready die cut for you, as you can see. You can see my thumb pop out through there. They're foiled really intricately and elegantly. I'm going to bring this close just so that you can see the foiling and how cute that is. And then they're die cut for you, ready die cut, so that you can just press them out of the sheet and pop them onto your projects. Now this gives you a sort of another dimension to your stickables, because stickables is flexible.
Yes.
So it goes round things,
yes.
right? So the first thing I think when I'm seeing these, I think, oh, you got them in all the different colours as well, which is fabulous. I think candles. So going around a candle, things like that. All those sort of things. There's loads and loads and loads of different things that you can be doing with these. All the same colours as your Stickables sheets as well. So they're guaranteed to match and to coordinate. The sleigh on there as well, the presents on there as well. In total, what I'm going to do here is if I show you this sort of gives you an idea of all the colours next to each other. You wouldn't necessarily use all the colours next to each other like this, but in total, 216 individual foiled and die cut elements here. There we go. And we've just stuck one of each colour, if you will, of a few different designs onto here so that you can sort of see them together in all their glory. But 216 individual elements for £9.99 makes them just over 4p per element.
Wow.
Isn't that brilliant? That is your Christmas Stickables Self-Adhesive Foiled Reindeer. £8.99 for Diamond members, and you do get all 12 sheets, so all 12 colours in that. Would you like to see? Can I do the Christmas trees next? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. And I've got quite a few cards made with these. So first I'm going to show you some cards. There we go. So that's a box. Inside it there's a perfect verse, which we'll show you in a little while. You've got the foil paper used on the inside, you've got dies used on the outside, and you've got that fabulous Christmas tree embellishment there as well. It's foiled for you, it's intricate, it's delicate, absolutely gorgeous. More cards made here with these trees. So there's different designs of tree, but they are in different sizes as well. So it's up to you, obviously, what you use. But look at it, that's the joy of the coordination of the colours.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Emma's made this for us. Love the ivory there with the Christmas tree. Beautiful, beautiful. It's not what's under the tree that matters, it's who's gathered around it. Absolutely. Across the miles at the top, which is really nice. So you've got those ribbon borders. They're going to be coming up in a little while. Snowfall acetate here, a lovely card. Construction weight snowfall acetate for making cards. Brilliant, isn't it?
It is.
Absolutely brilliant. Guys, I'm going to give you some stock updates in a little bit on a number of different things. You need to be careful. Stock is moving very, very fast, not only on the Stickables, but on a lot of hunky-dory goodies at the moment. Let me show you these trees, all the different ones you get. My favourite is this one. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see it. Isn't that gorgeous? Star on top. Really, really, really nice. So you've got your lovely silver, again, in all the colours. And again, just die cut, you press them straight away, straight out, and then you just peel them off and stick them onto anything. Sticking them onto acetate gives them some strength as well, doesn't it?
It does, yes. Yeah.
And also makes them look like you can make them look like they're floating if you want. If you want the reindeer and the sleigh to be floating, or the baubles, for instance. Just show you a couple more. 156. Foiled and die cut elements here. Absolutely gorgeous. And last but not least is our baubles. Here we go. Look at that. Look at how shiny that one is at the top. And again, lots of different designs. Loads of different designs there, different styles, but ones that can work together and coordinate together. Here's an example, again, of those baubles with an acetate fronted card. Made by Claire. Thank you very much, Claire. Some gemstones in there as well. Isn't that beautiful? There's the foil card in the background. Sometimes with Christmas, Kat, more is more.
More, definitely.
Very, very true. And again, here's your baubles. I've got a little sheet there that shows you. Right, that's brilliant. There's your colours, different colours of your baubles. Every bauble that you see there is available in every single colour. In total, are you ready? 264 individual foiled and die cut, self-adhesive, can go round things, baubles, absolutely gorgeous. $9.99, but $8.99 if you're a Diamond member, guys, and if you're not, you should be. Kat, shall we do some demos with these?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, again, I'm giving you another sneak peek of something from the front of the show, but it was so I can make this card. We are going to do a long, thin landscape card for this one, because I really wanted to incorporate the trees and the reindeers and make a scene. So I wanted it quite long. So we're going to start by making our own card blank. We're going to take an A4 sheet of Inkme cardstock. And we're going to cut this down to 8 inches by 11 inches. And this is just to make it nice, even measurements. You could just do it with your sheet, but it's so much easier when you're working with matte layers and adding other things in if you just keep your measurements nice and round. So I'm going to take this to the 4-inch mark. And I'm just going to use the guide in my trimmer to score in that line. And we are going to make this long, thin card base.
Wow. A lovely landscape card.
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't actually need that.
Do you not?
I've just realised, no, because I'm going to put an acetate front on,
okay.
So I'm making 2 bases.
Okay.
I will use my other one for something in a bit. But if you were just doing a plain card, that's how you would do it.
Okay.
So I just need my background.
So you're going to put some acetate over the... so the acetate will
Over
sort of
the
fold
top.
over the top.
It will.
So if you wanted to, then unless you're going the whole width of it, you could hide where the acetate goes over the top with the other bit on the back.
Piece.
That might work.
That would work perfectly.
Pretending I know what I'm talking about here, everyone.
So let's take our acetate now. So we're going to do exactly the same again. We're going to cut this to 11 inches long, and then we're going to take it to 5 inches, and then we can score in that 1 inch, just so we've got a little bit, like Dan was on about, that we can pop over the back to secure it, and then we can hide it with that other piece.
Kat, some of these stock updates that I'm just looking at here are really quite scary.
Oh dear.
They really are.
Don't say that. I want to use them for the rest of Christmas. Pesky people buying things. We'll never learn,
at the minute,
will we?
Honestly, the everything we launch seems to be so very popular, and it's thank you so much to everybody. It's really kind of you to support us in this way. It's so popular Christmas card making this year.
So I've just added some double-sided tape to the back there.
I think you feel like life is sort of starting to get back to some semblance of normality after all the lockdowns that we had and all that sort of stuff. It's starting to feel like this year is a bit more normal in that regard, doesn't it?
It does feel like our first proper
full year of there being less concern about that.
That definitely. So we're going to pop that on there, and that's the basis of our card made. We're going to come back to that later. So what we're going to do now is I want to create a background using these lovely strips. So you've seen these in our Stickables before, but of course these are Christmas versions. So we've got our lovely Christmas sentiments on there. And I want, because nothing else that we've got in our Stickables is going to create a background without us having to put a join in. So these work perfectly. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to do a matte and layer as normal, I'm going to cut this down. And it's easier if you work onto a piece of card that's the right size than trying to match these up directly onto your matte and layer. So we're going to cut this down to 3 notches under the 11 by 3 notches under the 4. And then it's much easier if you're using multiples if you just cut into these the same way. So I'm just going to trim down that edge there, making sure, which I've not done, just catching that line where they're all held in place.
So that would all open up now, would it?
It will, There's pips holding them in place, but it'll just make it easier. And then we're just going to take this a little bit longer than this piece here, just again, because it's easier to make it longer and trim away the excess than trying to fit it perfectly. So if we just come to 11 1/4, she says.
Okay, will we have to trim the card down slightly, or?
No, we're fine. Work, will it? 11. And then you can take off the top and the bottom, and they're much easier to work
access.
with.
Okay, that's clever.
And then we're just going to use these to create our background. So you just start picking out the sentiments that you want to work with. So let's go with Christmas Blessings. And you get a very similar appearance to what you've got on the sheet there, but obviously you can cherry pick which ones.
So you cherry pick which designs, and if you wanted to, you could cherry pick which colours. So you could do any kind of a kaleidoscope of Christmas colours would be nice. Jess, can we just get this up on screen? So this is these are the ribbon borders. There we go. So, Christmas Stickables die cut self-adhesive borders, 156 borders in total. Guys, which is fantastic. So you get all 12 of the gorgeous colours that we showed you at the top of the show. That royal purple, the lovely ivory, the coal, so many colours. All 12 of them with this fabulous ribbon borders, foiled and then die cut all the way across them. Lots and lots of different designs or different messages that are across them, which is really nice as well. Gold and silver involved here, and that's throughout the Stickables. So some colours naturally lend themselves to gold, don't they?
They do.
The warmer colours.
Yeah,
and other colours naturally lend themselves to silver, which is the cooler colours.
But then you get ones in the middle that do both beautifully,
you get pesky ones.
Yeah.
So white and black can be perfect with either.
Layering these up. I was hoping it would do a little bit quicker, because I'm actually going to change the colour on these, but with a little bit of ink in.
Okay.
But I'll cheat and show you. I'm sure your crafty brains will be able to figure out. So we're just going to layer these all the way across, and that last one, the top and the bottom, will probably just come a little bit over, which is perfect. You can just trim it away and then you've got that perfect fit. So any excess up the sides here. Just trim away. And it's so easy, just line your scissors up to the edge there.
You just use it as a guide, I think,
You do,
don't you?
yeah, you can feel the resistance. And you end up with that full. Now imagine that's fully done, okay? We're going to take that scrap piece of card, because we know it's the right size. And again, I'm going to use the same technique that I used before, just to do like a snowy background. And we're going to use this as like a mask to, so I know it's not pure white, but we've not got white, so we've got to work with what we've got. And imagine this is all done. We're going to take that over there. We're just going to go in with our Prism inks, and I've got my powder blue.
Okay.
And you'd just ink everywhere up to this line here where you've created like your own little mask. So we're changing the colour of this one on top, just adding that blue in, just to make it a little bit more of a realistic background, but keeping the ones at the bottom, they will stay cream. And when you've done all that, I know that looks crazy, but when you've done it, it will look something like this.
Oh wow.
So you can see the effect I was
yes.
going for. And then we're going to bob that onto a matte layer.
Kat, you're so good. It's lovely watching. So when we're presenting HDTV, guys, we've got jobs to do in between. When the demonstration's going on, the presenter has to, get the stuff ready for the next segment. You've got to make sure that you've got everything ready and in the right place and all that sort of stuff. And when you sit there watching Kat, I'm just you just sort of get, wow, this is brilliant. And then it comes to you at the end, and you've got no idea what you're doing or what you're meant to be doing. You've not read ahead. No one knows what's going on. The cameras haven't changed because the producer's doing exactly the same. It's great.
So then we can just bob that inside, and then we can start adding our die cut shapes on the front just to make that scene up. So we'll pop that in there. And like I said, sometimes it doesn't have to be ultra realistic to give people the effect.
No.
They're going to read that as a snow scene background.
Of course they are.
So we're going to pop that down. And then we can just go right onto the front of our acetate. Now I've gone ahead and I've popped out some Christmas trees and some reindeers and stuff, so it's just about starting to layer these up. Just be careful that you do them in the right order. So I'm going to add a dark green Christmas tree there, and we'll do a lighter one at the front. And when you're doing this at home, just have a play around first. Even just layer them up, take a picture before you commit to where you want to stick them, just so you know you've got everything where you want it. I'm just going to go in with that green Christmas tree there.
Kat, there's some lovely cards here. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to show loads and loads and loads of cards in a minute. We've just got so many. You can tell, we say this, don't we, that you can tell how easy a kit was to work with and how much people enjoyed working with the kit by the volume of cards that appear for that kit. And there are so many cards for this, so it just means that people found it easy. And then there's just card after card after card being made, do you know?
So next up, it would be the sleigh, but I want some presents popping out of the sleigh. And if I pop that down first up, I'm not going to be able to get my presents behind it. So I'm just going to pop it on and then start adding some things in the background, just so I know where this is going to lie. So I'm going to put one there. Have another one coming down around here, and I love how easy these layer up without bulking your card up or making it too heavy. And imagine if we were trying to do this on just with like adhesive, the mess we'd be making on the back of the card here.
Oh, it would be everywhere.
It would be,
on the
wouldn't
acetate, you'd see it. It would smudge. You wouldn't be able to remove it. It makes card making easier, doesn't it? It makes it more simple, and it makes the finished product higher quality.
It does.
And do you know what I mean? And that's nice, because if you're working, you're crafting that hard, and you're putting that much of yourself and your effort into it, for the materials to let you down, that's disappointing.
It really is.
And that's what we don't like here at Hunky Dory. So that's why we brought you Stickables, because you can really, these are not going to let you down. They're lovely, lovely products.
So we'll just start popping our reindeer in front there. So we're mixing our presents, our sleigh, our reindeer, our trees, all to make this lovely scene. And just layering it up. Oops! Oh no! Just decapitated my reindeer.
Uh-oh.
But
luckily, there are, just let me check my notes, luckily there are 215 others to pick from.
They are, but the beauty of this is that because you could
just
just
put it
stick
back
on, nobody is going to know. So if I just...
We'd just like to make sure that no one tries this in real life.
Yeah.
The same thing does not work.
I'm just going to line that back up underneath there.
Also, Rudolph would not be very pleased.
He wouldn't, would he? And there we go. So you could get some of your gold if you wanted to, and add some reins and stuff in there. But there we go.
Isn't that brilliant? A lovely Christmas scene there.
And then when you open it up, yes, we've got a few layers, but compared to how it would look normally on the back, it's so much neater, so much cleaner.
Isn't it just?
So just mixing it around. Lots of different elements there to make this lovely, lovely card.
Absolutely beautiful. Kat, thank you so much. That's
You're
two wonderful
welcome.
demonstrations. But do not worry, guys. At home, we have another demonstration on the way. Before we do, I need to talk to you about some stock updates on some of the key big products in Christmas kits that we've launched here at Hunky Dory so far this year. And the first one is our Ultimate Blockbuster, which we have a wonderful pack shot over there, but I'm not going to nip over there. It's an amazing kit, and 79% of the Ultimate Blockbuster has sold out. Now, the Blockbuster is meant to last us all the way through, really all the way through till the end of the year.
Yes.
That's the logic. 79% of the Blockbuster has gone already. It's going to get to the point where it sells out, and once it's gone, the Blockbuster, it has gone, that we cannot remanufacture. There is not enough machine hours in the world to remanufacture the Blockbuster. Now, Kat, we're going to have a little guessing game.
Ooh.
So which do you think? So with the Blockbuster contains 32 foiled and die-cut topper sets. Yeah.
Yes.
And lots of you will have the Blockbuster at home, I'm sure. If you haven't, jump on the website hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. Take a look. The value is just astronomical. But you can also buy those individual topper sets separately on their own. Okay.
Yes.
But I know which the best-selling or the most popular or the favourite ones are.
Okay.
Do you? Can you tell? So
Go
on.
Can I ask some questions?
You can ask some questions. I've got 3, 2, and 1. The 3 most popular, and I'm showing them because if people want them, you're going to have to get them soon, because within a week or two, I should imagine they've gone.
Do they contain, or maybe animals?
Yes.
Animals are always mega popular.
Okay. If I was to say all 3 of them are animals.
Okay. Birds?
If I was to say one of them is a bird.
Okay.
That's the third right, most
so
popular is a bird.
The robin.
Okay, guys. So here we go. This is your third most popular topper set this year from all of the Christmas Blockbuster. And we are talking, there's the Christmas Blockbuster, fantastic. We are talking on these 3 that I'm showing you, between 80 and 85% of all the stock is gone. We don't have time to remanufacture these, I've got to tell you. In fact, we don't have time to remanufacture almost everything at the minute. It is so crazy on the machines. But that's Little Robin Redbreast. Okay. Is your third best seller. You're going to get these. I know you are.
Pets.
Pets would be correct.
But there's 2 pets in there, I think.
Which are you going for?
Does one sound like me?
One sounds very much like you, so but not that one.
Oh, is that not the second one?
It's not the second one.
And the other one's a pet as well.
Yes.
It's going to be that gorgeous dog.
You are absolutely right, guys. This was my pick of the bunch this year for our Blockbusters for favourite toppers. And I think a lot of other people's as well. And I can tell a lot of customers as well, yes. Because Yeah, as I said, there's about 15% of the stock of this left, which means that 85% of these have gone. They're in people's hands, which is lovely. There's going to be lots of people receiving this gorgeous cards, maybe this gorgeous topper this year. And Kat, I think you've alluded to what you think the most popular one is.
It's got to be that stunning black cat.
Annoyingly so, because on the Blockbuster launch show, I chose this was my favourite, which is number 2, and the best-selling, the most popular, with less than 10% of the stock remaining, is a Meowie Christmas. The fantastic little black cat doing what little black cats do, and getting all tied up in those fabulous Christmas lights. Guys, I'm showing you those 3 particularly because if you want those 3, they will be the first ones to go. We do a phenomenal, they're in the Blockbuster, but as you know, the Blockbuster's 79% sold out. We do a phenomenal multi-buy on these items. I think it's 5 for 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you only pay for 4 topper sets, but you'll get 5 topper sets. Get that in that multi-buy because after a little while you won't be able to anymore. Couple more things I need to tell you about. Festive diorama has gone. It has sold out. I know a little secret. And that is that Anne, who is the matriarch, the mother, she said we had to hold back some stock because of there's a hunky-dory supplement that's going out, a printed supplement that's going out. Yeah. I think it's landing in the next few days. And there's just 100 or 2 that have been held back. Yeah. Now at the minute they're not on stock. They will get added to stock next week. So that festive diorama, although it's not available now, it will pop back into stock. Maybe for a day, maybe for 2 days, and that's it. It's gone. And then when it's gone, it's gone. We just can't get any room on the machines. I'm sorry. Snowflake pad. I'm nearly there. Snowflake pad. Pop this here, guys. It was the price on this is ridiculous. £2.99. I'm pretty sure it's 48 sheets. It feels like 48 sheets. Yes, 48. Uncoated. Again, you can distress it. You can add colour to it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can die cut it. Normally £8.99. We've done this on a real special, £2.99. Literally thousands of this have gone. There is less than 10% of the stock left. We've put it back to this price at £2.99, but it will sell out, and it will sell out soon. That is, I believe, available on Hobby Maker as well. They've gone through a lot of the stock of that. Last thing I need to tell you about is Club Gift. If you haven't got your Furry Friends Club Gift, get it, because where's my percentage? 77% of the Club Gift has gone. So that means only 23% is left. But the Club Gift is also available as a bundle, yes?
Yes.
And that bundle has, I don't know, I mean, I've only got 5 fingers on my hand, right? And I think I've got more fingers than there are bundles left for that. So if you want that, probably it's in your basket. Probably if people check out who've got that in their basket, the Club Gift bundle, you're going to get it. If not, you're very, very unlikely to. And then when that Club Gift bundle is gone, it's not available anymore either. Hunky-dory goodies going like absolute hotcakes. Okay, sorry. Shall we talk about the last few little bits and bats that are available? And it's leaving something rather special to last, really, isn't it? Okay, shall we do borders first? Is that okay? Okay, so because we've looked at the borders already, what the team did, again, it's those 12 fantastic colours, and you get one of each of all the colours foiled. The silver on some of the colours, gold on some of the colours. And it was Anne-Marie, actually, made this little board for us, which is the perfect way of seeing them all together. So that's the different colours that you're going to get, but every single one of those designs, you're going to get every single colour in, if that makes sense. It says there on screen 156 individual borders. If I can bring it up close, you should be able to see the quality of the foil in there. From our home to yours, season's greetings, joy, peace. There are Let It Snow, Sent with Love, Ho Ho Ho, Merry Christmas, that From Across the Miles, Christmas Blessings, Warmest Wishes. So many lovely, lovely, lovely sentiments across those in those sort of border strips that Kat used to great effect just earlier. They're available. You can grab them on the website. We have 2 more. One is this. This is what I spent Monday late evening doing. Anne-Marie was popping them all out and I was sticking them on here. It was a lot of fun, actually. Okay, so this is just a sample of some of the sentiments that are in this pack of foiled and die cut self-adhesive. I mean, it's colour, it's printed,
Yes.
it's foiled,
Yes.
it's die cut,
Yes.
it's self-adhesive,
Yeah.
it's everything done for you here, guys. Fantastic sentiments. Also perfect for sticking on your Christmas presents.
Yes.
Of course. For adding little messages to anything that you want. 12 Christmas colours there. 396, is it, sentiments? And they come like this, sheets like this, and so many of them. There we go. All the different sheets there. That's a different product behind. I'll just move that out of the way. In fact, I'll just show that next. Last but not least of our products, and maybe this is saving the best till last, you will have to let us know, is the Perfect Verses. Becca has very kindly put this together for us. So that's what your Perfect Verse sheets come like, which is like this. Okay, you get 4 verses on a sheet. If you want to, you can just trim them down like here. You can trim them even, so you could trim them to all the way around that and have quite a large expanse of colour around. You can trim them a bit shorter. You can trim them even closer like that. If you want to, you can trim with a bit of fussy cutting.
You can.
Pop around them. If you want to, you can cut them out and I'll bring it closer if I can. There we go, and have them as little segments of their own. Why not use a tag punch? Go the right way, Dan. Use a tag punch here. Inverse corner punches. Top of a tag punch. There are so many ways to use these, or indeed just popping it into your card for an insert, or onto your card for a sentiment.
Yeah.
How many in total does it say? 96 verses. Let me see if I can find you some examples. You know earlier on when I said, oh, this stuff coordinates so well. It was this card that I just seen. From our front door to yours, we wish you fun and cheer and good times that last all through the coming year. Absolutely beautiful. And then with a little bit of dimension, you see how they're curved slightly? Yeah. That's because the foam pad is just in behind the centre. So you don't have to use the stickables as stickables.
No.
You can use them, you can raise them up with decoupage and so on and so forth. We've got the gorgeous reindeer there. This is nice as well because that uses your borders to great effect,
Yes.
and these the Perfect Verses. You've got, so I'll show you some cards. Look at that. So that's a really intricate die there. You've got looks like window, doesn't it? A window in the background.
Yeah.
All those Christmas lights around, and of course, pride of place is these fantastic Perfect Verses. Borders used. Yes. So this I can. Oh, it's cat. Look at that on the back. Can you see? Of course, it's cat. This is a little bit like Kat did earlier, where she created the design of the of Santa going down the chimney. Yeah. You've created a Christmas tree. It wasn't there before. Kat made it, which is lovely. Again, using those gorgeous borders. Really nice these are. And again, the colours coordinate so nicely together. A couple more cards, and then we're going to jump to Kat for our last demonstration of the day. But can you see how instead of putting all the colours together, what the team are doing, they're choosing set colours that they really like. Now that's gorgeous.
Isn't it stunning?
Isn't that beautiful, guys? That's the kind of card that you can make with these fabulous stickables. More beautiful baubles there. Okay, Kat, let's come across to you.
Yes. So, again, mix and matching it up. So this time I've got a sheet of our fall sheets. I've got some of our sentiments, and I'm reusing what I've got, so I'm not cutting into more sheets. These beautiful Poinsettia designs in the 2 colours that we've got there. I think it's the mulled wine and one of the deep greens. So I'm going to cut these down into 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch squares, and we want 2 of each. And then we're going to do a little bit of colouring in, because we have alluded to the fact that you can colour on these, but I want to show you how even with your darker colours you can get a really effective payoff and create it something really different.
I was looking at the cards earlier on over here, Kat, and like just grabbing some to show just then.
Yes.
And one of them, I can show you, but I won't show anyone else.
Yeah,
one of
that's
them,
me
is
as
that
well.
what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
One of them is what Kat's going to do next. So I knew what she was going to do next, so I didn't show it because I didn't want to gazump her. But it looks really brilliant.
So I've just taken 3 really simple colours. I've got the 411, which is a yellow, a 429, which is a dark green, and the 538, which is raspberry, and we're using the same colours on both, and you just get a slightly different colour effect, but it's so pretty. So we're just going to do a flower on each of them so you can see. Now, don't worry about hitting those foiled bits. It's just going to act, it's just going to give more texture to your dimension, but you can see it's when you finally go in with that pop of yellow in the middle, it really does come to life. But we're just going to go in around those leaves. So on here, that's it on your green.
You wouldn't think that the colour would take on top of that dark colour, just like it has done.
No, it does.
You'd expect it not to, but it really works so well.
It's so beautiful. Yes, it's going to change the original colour. That's the original colour, but there's not that much difference, is there, when you see it pop there?
And that's because it's uncoated, guys. So this will absorb the colour, it'll accept the colour. So the colour won't sit on top like it would on sort of a glossy or a coated finish.
Rubbing my finger over that now, and there's no transfer whatsoever. Once it's on, it's on.
It's quite greedy, our Stickables. It sucks that colour in, eats it all up and won't let it out.
Yeah, so we're just going to go around and do this, just finish off this one, because I want to show you one flower in each of them.
Kat, while you're just finishing that flower, I've just got to answer Penny Parker. She said, morning, are you going to be doing a Christmas Storybook Woods collection? Now, some people call me good news only. Dan, good news only. Unfortunately, this time it isn't. I'm bad news only. Are you going to be doing a Christmas Storybook Woods collection? The answer is not this year. So if that gives you some hope for the future, then you can absolutely take it. But it isn't this year, I'm afraid. There are some amazing collections coming up. There's some collections with some beautiful animals coming up as well. So don't worry. When we were talking about the robins earlier on, that robin topper that is very close to going out of stock. There's less than 20% left of it. If when that does go, there will be other robin thingies on their way. Yes, there will. So do not worry. You will be able to get your fix. But Christmas Storybook, not this year.
So we're just going in with that green now for the leaves, and this is why I've picked quite a dark green, because it needs to be prominent enough to show up over the existing green that's already there. But you can see how it does pop out on there. And then this is where the magic happens for some reason, when you just take this yellow, and this is one of our deepest yellows, and just pop it over that centerpiece. I feel like it's not showing up on camera. I'm going to move these a bit closer up to you, but you can just see how beautiful that starts to pop out. And
isn't it fabulous?
When you have coloured the whole things in, you're going to end up with these.
Wow.
And just how different you can make them look.
You just wouldn't expect it. Have you got any of the original left that that hasn't been coloured?
Just tiny little bits there.
Just to put next to them. Yeah, there you go. So can you see the difference that it makes? I mean, look at that, the flashes of colour that there are. Isn't that brilliant? So this just goes to show how much you can do with these Stickables.
So I'm just going to stick my final one on a matten layer. So we know that was 2.5, so I'm just going to come 3 notches, not 3 inches over. That would be the most insane matten layer I've ever seen in my life. There.
Everybody does different amounts for their mats and layers though, don't they? So some are larger, some are smaller.
Yeah, and again with me it all depends on what I'm making, and if I'm using something that's already got like a gold kind of foiled matte and layer effect on it, I try to replicate what that is, let that lead me. Like I said, if I'm not using Miri and I'm using something like Adorable Scoreable, I'll tend to go a little bit thicker with my matte and layer, because if I've chose that colour, I've chose it for a reason, so I want to show it off.
Of course, yeah.
You know, so it all depends what you're making. So we're going to keep this quite simple. They're going to make me a background up. I'm going to take a matte and layer of 6 inches with this, and I've already trimmed that down to that way. Just need to do it this one. And then we'll do 6 inches by 6 inches with this. peel this back. So just like we did with that first one, I'm going to just start by getting it away from that top corner.
Would you like to know a boring statistic?
Give us a boring statistic.
You know, I'm the king of boring statistics. Did you know that gold mirri is, I should have asked the question, which is more popular. Did you know that, which is more popular? There you go. That's a good question. Which is more popular? I've given it away already, haven't I?
Yes.
Gold mirri is more popular by almost 30%. Did you know that? Yeah. About 30% more people use gold mirri, or 30% more gold mirri is sold than silver mirri. Which is why you often get in collections such as the Stickables. I think possibly it goes with more colours.
Yeah,
I think that's probably where it is. You know where we said earlier on that you use some with warm and gold would be warm and silver would be cooler.
Yeah.
Maybe there are more warm colours.
Yeah.
So that's why it goes with more. But that's it. So it's whether it's people prefer gold or whether it's. I think the colour of gold's important as well because you don't want something that's too yellow, do you? It's got to be the right gold.
No, and that's where one of the reasons I found Hunky Dory as well. Because I'll be completely honest, to start off with, I was more of a silver girl than a gold girl. So when I used gold, I wanted it to be not a really, really yellow gold. Yes. And finding the Hunky Dory mirri was the absolute perfect one that I wanted.
Oh, that's super. Yeah, because silver is kind of silver, isn't it? But gold's got gradients of different colours through it.
Very different gold. So I'm just using my adorable, completely the wrong product, my construction glue, just to be able to manipulate these into place. So just building up this background.
Oh, it looks brilliant.
They look like a completely different product, and
Don't
this
they?
is the beauty of them, that we give you the basics and then you can extend them into anything
it's whatever
you
want to do with it. Absolutely.
And I'm going to pop that on to 7x7 because everybody knows I do like my big white chunky border, and I think it makes everything else, especially when you've got that colour detail in there, really, really pop. And then I'm simply going to finish this off with a sentiment that I'll matte and layer.
Yeah, it's a frame, it's great, isn't it? It creates a really nice frame.
Let's make sure they're all where I want to be. And let's go with "To a Special Family on Christmas Day, Festive Wishes Sent Your Way." And I'm just going to trim this to a squarish.
Would you like another boring statistic?
Oh yes, please.
Well, you know your sentiments in your Stickables fold and die cut sentiments?
Yes.
How about less than 3 pence per sentiment?
Wow.
Isn't that good?
Wow.
396 sentiments in there for £9.99 or £8.99 if you are a Diamond member, £9.49 if you're a Club Hunky Dory member. So those sentiments, amazing value. And these beautiful perfect verses, 96 perfect verses you get. Lots of different verses in there in a variety of colours as well. Both gold and silver. There's a bit of everything in there, which is lovely. And again, with that lovely Stickables background, that Stickables finish, so that they can easily be added to your card.
It's the tones throughout this collection as well. So most of your things that are foiled in gold, the tones of those colours work so beautifully together. So you can see how we've picked out 3 different shades there that all match beautifully. And the same with your silvers, that beautiful grey, the 2 shades of blue and the black, all can mix and match so well together.
Absolutely. Less boring information. It was Alan who was the designer on this collection. You guys will know Alan. Occasionally, we allow him in front of the cameras. Occasionally. Maybe again soon. He gets them
all too excited.
That's why
we can't let him on too often.
Maybe again soon. We shall see. But yeah, it was Alan. Alan chose these colours, and we sat down, Alan, Anne-Marie and myself, and went through, because we had all the proofs done, so you get colours and you can choose, okay, do I want that slightly darker, slightly lighter? So that is why they coordinate so well together, because they really have been tested, tried and tested, rather than just give us blue. There's a special shade of blue or a tone of blue, a Pantone colour that's used. He's rather good, is Alan. Let's hope he's not listening.
So we're just going to pop that in the middle. A bit more of a simpler card, but it's still got that lovely effect with that gorgeous background.
Isn't that beautiful? That's your fantastic perfect verses used there with the with that gorgeous foiled card, foiled paper, Stickables paper, and of course that is part of your multi-buy, that paper, but with some brilliant effects created by those gorgeous prism markers as well. Kat, that is beautiful. I love it, and that is your third card, and I've done my usual thing where I'm stood there watching you doing cards. It's beautiful, and I've lost all the stuff I should have. Right, everybody, here we go. That, I'm afraid, is the end of the show. Am I right, Jess? Yep. Yes, got it right. Or boo, end of the show. There we go. A couple of things to tell you. Number one, make sure that you get your answer in for Win It Weekly. Can you just grab it up on screen again for a second? To win one of those fantastic Butterfly Botanica luxury topper collections, we need the name of the Wimbledon pigeon hunting hawk. Sounds a bit mean. Is it Simon, is it Rufus, or is it Harry? Harry Hawk sounds right. Simon Hawk? We had a cat named Mark once. That was quite cute. Mark. We got one then called Rupert. Rufus, I don't know. Harry Hawk, maybe. Just pop your answer into the comments, YouTube, Facebook, or indeed on the Hunky Dory Hub. It's up to you. TV schedule. Natalie will be with you tomorrow on Hobby Maker. Join her from 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. So she's got 2 hours there, 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. With our new Poinsettia Sparkle Collection. Wow. The Poinsettia Sparkle Collection is absolutely gorgeous. There is a moonstone die that comes with the collection that I've seen done in parchment. I've seen it done in foiled card. I've seen it done in Adorable Scoreable. I've seen it done in so many different, in Stickables. And it looks absolutely amazing. So many cards with it, absolutely beautiful. So many different ways to use it, but the collection itself, the Poinsettia Sparkle, designed by our wonderful Jennifer, is phenomenal. And at 4 p.m. with our Frosty and Friends collection, which is, I think, our best-selling Christmas collection so far. And again, we'll be struggling for stock soon. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, we have some brand new Moonstone Christmas Essential dies for you all that will actually go perfectly with your Stickables, won't they?
They will, yes.
They will. And you showed those on Sunday or were they shown yesterday?
No, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. So right, so Anne-Marie showed them yesterday, did she, on TV? Okay, so don't miss it. Tune in with Anne-Marie. She'll be back tomorrow, and Rebecca from 10 a.m. Here with us at Hunky Dory TV. Whatever you are doing today, we hope you have a lovely, lovely day. We hope you get some crafting done, and don't do the bathroom like Anne-Marie is. That sounds boring. Do some crafting instead. Bye from Jess. Bye from Kat.
Bye.
Bye from me. See you soon. Bye.